Hey guys, it's DC and welcome to the Soap Sanctuary where all soap lovers are welcome. This is my Hollyoaks review, Warren's Revenge, guys. When Warren turned up last week, he's like, hey there, I've been dying to see ya. I love the range of accents on the show. You can tell who has been in the upper part of London, lower part of London, who's Scottish. I just love their range of accents on the show. I love it. So I'm still getting to know this Warren character, so it's kind of hard to say if his revenge is justified or not. If he did kill this supposed Brody character they keep talking about, but Sienna did try to kill him. So regardless, I can understand why he's now trying to kill her, which is still kind of gruesome because that is the mother of his children. But it's like Warren don't give a damn at this point. I started watching past videos of Hollyoaks and learned a little bit about Sienna's history and the fact that she had a baby with her brother Dodger. Oh my god, Dodger was fine. He was fine. But it seems like she's been through a lot, and it seems like the viewers were receptive to Sienna being with Dodger at that time. I could be wrong. Correct me on that. Dodger was fine though. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good-looking man right there. I ain't gonna lie. But the fact that Warren is out for blood and that he's working for Norma she just seems to have a hold on certain people within Hollyoaks. She has a few people in check, with James Nightingale being one of them, and then Warren being another one. Which, with James, it makes sense that he reached out to stay. At first, I did not stay. Is it stay or stay? Stay? I'm gonna say stay, okay? Stay. I'm gonna say stay, all right? When he reached out to stay, I understood. At first, when I watched that clip of him pulling Stay from, pulling him into the alleyway, I didn't understand it at first. But then, I don't know what it is. I just decided to watch YouTube clips of their history. Now I get it. They were in a relationship before. They were involved. So it makes sense why he wants to reach out to Stay as the first person to kind of talk to. Now, that moment he had with Romeo, it was just such an endearing moment. I loved it. I loved the moment they had Romeo. And Romeo has been desperately looking for his dad, and he found him. Now, I saw the little teaser they had for Monday, where James is in some trouble. And that's why he's been laying low. He's been getting involved with some unsavory characters. And Stay knows a lot about that. I did my research on this man. He knows a lot about that. Which I found out they did a storyline where Stay was a racist. And the actor said he was really scared. He didn't want to do that storyline, which I could understand. I totally could understand why he was scared to do that storyline. Totally could understand. This show has done so many different kind of storylines. I'm like, damn, this is a good show. This is what I've been wanting from a soap. This is what I've been wanting from a soap. This is what I've been wanting. They have done, and Hollyoaks has had so many different people come in the past 2 years almost. I can see they go through a revolving cast around characters, a revolving door of characters, but I did read in my research of the show that the show is very fast-paced just because they have such a large cast. So I can appreciate that, though. I can kind of appreciate that a little bit. But I will also say that Romeo was not really too appeased with knowing that it seemed like all the things that his dad did, what James did, was not out of the best of truest intentions. It was to help with whatever he had going on in the background. So Romeo wasn't too appeased, but Stay was like, okay, I'm gonna be there for him and have your back. And I guess it might rekindle things a little bit. I don't know, we'll have to see if they're gonna rekindle things. And I did see the teaser for Monday where Romeo told him that, so it's not a spoiler, it's a teaser, where Romeo said to both of you guys deserve each other. So I have to honestly say, I like the way Hollyoaks handle their storylines. And I was watching their Pride documentary. I was like, this is actually pretty good. Where they said on Hollyoaks that their whole mission was not to have a character be the token gay character. You're just so happily gay, and we're gonna write storylines for you. And that's how we do our representation on the storyline with our characters, where whether some of the characters who had an intellectual disability or whatever it was, that was gonna be the whole bulk of who they were. That's just something they're putting in there, and it's a subset to who you are as a person, which is how it should be in real life too. I feel the same way. So I thought it was pretty. Kudos to this show. Kudos to them. They know how to write a show. Kudos to them for that. Even when they wrote in that Stay was HIV positive, they made that something that he found out about himself, but that's not the bulk of his character. And it's not like every time they have to make every time he's on screen a PSA about that. So I was like, all right, so I appreciate that. They're bringing awareness, but also helping you understand that these people are also a part of everyday society. So I was like, I like that. I wanted to talk about John Paul, which is me and him next. Um, he seems to be very remorseful for what he did to Freya, and I looked into history because at first I was wondering, like, have John Paul and Prince ever had a scene together? I don't know why. I don't know why that was just intriguing in my mind because they're cousins. I was just interested. Have they ever seen together? They definitely had some scenes together from what I saw. Definitely. Prince was his biggest co-signer, and obviously it's because of Prince that this happened. If Prince had, reported him to Sally in the beginning, maybe John Paul wouldn't have done what he did, and maybe those kids, the accident wouldn't have happened, and Freya wouldn't have been injured. Maybe that would have been the case. I don't know what it is. I know that Lexie's Freya's mom, so I understand her anger with that, but I just don't like Lexie. I don't know what it is. I don't like her. The break that she threw at John Paul, snitching on Zoe, and then the way she's been handling the case with DeMarcus, I just don't like Lexie. I'm not feeling her. Like when she snitched on Zoe, at first I thought it was something malicious, but she was trying to help her, I guess. But I don't know. Lexie's character, I'm just not feeling her right now. I'm not feeling her. She's gonna do something to kind of redeem herself in my eyes, but I'm just not feeling her at the moment. Which makes me want to talk about Zoe. Zoe isn't loyal in my eyes. She's all about her career, and I agree with Felix. Zoe is about Zoe. She's not about the family. And when it was getting ready to be revealed where DeMarcus was, because I saw the clip on YouTube where it says who's behind DeMarcus, because I guess I missed that in the episode when I was watching it. I thought it was going to be Zoe who was going to be the one behind it. Like, that would have been a bigger of a twist to me. The fact that it's Pearl doesn't shock me. That Pearl is hiding him. That doesn't shock me at all. I get why it couldn't be Felix. Felix is very too emotional this moment, so I get that it wouldn't be a good thing if it was him, but I could totally understand why Pearl was the one hiding him. But now it seems like she's alerted Grace that DeMarcus could be there in the store, and so now DeMarcus has to find a new hiding spot. Or at least that's what I saw from the teasers or promos, whatever the episodes. Zoe, to me, she's all about her career, and I feel like if she doesn't tread lightly, that could really mess her up in the future, personally. That could really mess her up in the future. A quick side note for one character, I forgot his name. Oh my God, his name is escaping me. He is the brother of Nadira's fiance. He's the one that's taking the diet pills. That storyline was so realistic for me because I think we've all been there where maybe were not satisfied with the way we looked. We weren't happy about it. And we were going, not necessarily to extremes, but we were trying so hard to change it so we could feel comfortable with ourselves. And honestly, I don't think he looks bad at all in my eyes, personally. I don't think he does. But I understand that when it comes to self-image, it's not usually about even how other people see it. It's about how we see ourselves. So I could kind of relate to that in a sense. I could kind of understand and get on board with that. But I thought this week was actually pretty good with Hollyoaks. And my Hollyoaks reviews would be so short. They'd be really short. I think a subscriber asked me what was my take on Sienna Blake. I'm still getting to know this character. I'm still watching past episodes, the past clips, getting to know her character a little bit more. Now I found out that she had a child with her brother, Dodger. I was like, okay, well, this soap went there. I don't know a soap opera that ever went there. And they never retconned it or rewrote history on that. They just went there. I kind of now want to know, what was that like for Nico? What was Nico's journey like that, finding out that your parents are siblings? And that your mom is also your aunt, and your dad is also your uncle. You got a dunkle. I gotta find out what was that like. So that's pretty interesting. I gotta get my take on that. I'm still kind of figuring out Sienna. I don't know her and Warren, their situation. I don't get this feeling that she's intrinsically evil. I mean, her and Warren had kids together, but she felt like Warren killed Brody. I guess I gotta find out who was this Brody person. What was the meaning behind that? To help me understand this more. So that's why I feel like I understand Warren trying to kill her. I kind of get it. I mean, she did try to kill him, so I kind of get it. But he came out, he was like, "I've been dying to see ya." I was like, I was scared at that moment. I was definitely scared that one when I saw that. I was scared. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's my Hollyoaks review, Warren's Revenge. Guys, my reviews are short. I'm doing this like back to back. I gotta take a 30-minute recess. I've been doing these reviews back to back, which is why I'm doing half today and half tomorrow. Whew. Sorry, did I wake you up? My cat was sleeping. Cats don't really sleep. So this has been a workout for me, guys. But honestly, I'm loving Hollyoaks. B&B still, I would have to put as the best soap for this week. But number 2 spot would definitely come in as Hollyoaks. And then I want to say number 3, EastEnders. which I'm waiting for them to post Friday's episode of EastEnders on this one site that I watch it on, so I can go ahead and do my review. I don't want to do a review without having the whole week in mind, because I want to talk about how much of a trash character Ben Mitchell is, and how no one makes him responsible for his actions. With Ben Mitchell, I'm just, listen, when it comes to Ben Mitchell and EastEnders, I just feel like I'm against that in the review. What he's went through is no excuse for being a deadbeat father, because what happened to him was sad, but you went there to go cheat on your husband. That was your initial intention. All right? I'm going to leave that be for the review I do for EastEnders, guys. But that's my Hollyoaks review. That's my Hollyoaks review, guys. Warren's Revenge. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one.